here, then take it slow.
Good morning, YouTube. It is about 5:13 in the morning right now, and I am doing this vlog because yesterday I got something in the mail that is rather entertaining for me and brought up a very, very interesting possibility for my very near future. And I haven't researched it enough to know whether or not this is going to be the case that is going to happen, but here's what's up. So, I found out that my house might already be worth what I would want to sell it for to go to Japan for school. So, what I'm going to be doing in the next few steps is ordering an appraisal, an official appraisal, have that taken care of so that I can find out whether or not this is actually the case. But I wanted to do a vlog for you guys before I started this process, and I'll do another one when I get all the information done. This will likely take a few weeks because I have to do more than just the appraisal, but I did want to notify you guys and talk to you guys and let you guys know that the only thing that is going to be hindered by this is the cooking side of things that I do. The school that I will be going to is a language school. It's for foreigners to learn Japanese in Japan in a full immersion environment. So they do have dorms there, and because obviously it's an extended stay school, and while the dorms do have cooking areas, they are a public cooking area. It is not something that I will be able to do any filming in. On top of that, I will have no ingredients. I will have to buy ingredients the day that I would want to be filming, and I would have to go right to the dorm and start filming. But in Japan, it's a little bit different than it is here in the United States and in other parts of the world. In Japan, it's disrespectful to a lot of people to film them without their permission or to take pictures of them without their permission. So the common rule of thumb is that you don't do open photography or open videography while you are in the public area. And this kitchen is a communal kitchen, so I would not be able to do anything like reserve it or anything that would allow me to have exclusive access to do the filming. And without being there, I don't even know whether or not I can make arrangements to do that. So, the cooking aspects from this channel are likely to disappear. Now, what will appear is Life in Japan vlogs. And I think that that is a pretty interesting thing for a lot of people. I've seen a few Life in Japan style vlogs, and people, they seem to get a decent number of clicks. So I'm hoping that people will still follow me around Japan and see what the big scary guy does in Japan. Probably just becomes the scary guy instead of the big scary guy because, well, you know, in Japan there's a lot of walking. Japan has a very successful public transit system, and it is unlikely that I will have a vehicle in my possession. I do think that I will probably go ahead and get an international driver's license because I will only be in the country for a maximum of 2 years unless I fall in love and get married, and then I'm never coming back. Period. Done. But that said, and that, you know, that's just the big scary guy's fantasy. Actually, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Total fantasy moment. But that said, the student visa would only last for a maximum of 2 years, so unless I get married while I'm over there, the total amount of time that I will be able to stay in Japan is 2 years, and then I will have to return home. Now, to get to Japan, as I covered before, I would be selling my house and pretty much everything that I own here. I will be dropping everything, literally jumping out to Japan just to go to school. But I will take a couple of cameras with me. I will definitely take a couple of computers with me, and what I need to keep the YouTube channel going. I mean, I think it would be interesting, and there have definitely been times where I've been entertained and went and watched Life in Japan vlogs or expat in Japan vlogs, and that is I have a strong drive to go to Japan. This was something that was already in the works before I started doing any of this YouTube channel stuff, and it just was something that was supposed to be happening 2 years from now. But if things go my way, I might be leaving maybe as early as October or December. So very, very, very excited right now. A little anxious, but like I said, I won't have for sure information for a couple of weeks. I need the appraisal on the house to tell me whether or not it's even worth trying to list, and then obviously I'll have to go in and talk to a mortgage lender, and I'll probably refinance the house before I go ahead and list it, just to try to get the capital to go to Japan right away. I would get a home equity line of credit and then turn around and sell the house. And if everything goes as desired, I would be leaving for Japan probably sometime between October and December. So I am very, very, very excited about this. This is going to be a very huge opportunity for me, and I absolutely cannot wait. I will be sharing this again. I will be sharing it with you guys as I go through this whole process. So stick around, keep watching, and I will bring you some awesome stuff. Even if I stay here, if I go, I'm still going to read the chapters to you guys. I'm probably going to split those into 2 pieces though. Instead of making them 40-minute chapters, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it 2 20-minute segments of the same chapter. So, one, this makes things a lot easier for me. I can get you guys things faster if I can split it up into 2 chapters. It'll still be me sitting down and reading in one go, but I'll split it up into 2 pieces. And when I do the rendering or when I do the encoding, and I'll upload it, it'll be 2 separate videos. That way you guys don't have to sit around for one 40-minute video or come back and try to find your place. If I can try to get it down to 20 minutes or 15 minutes, if I can get it down to 15 minutes for you guys, that'd be awesome. Tomorrow, actually later today, because it is 5:22 a.m. in the morning. So later today, I might possibly be graced with the presence of China to come and watch me cook or possibly eat food, because tonight I am going to be cooking 5 easy things for you to make. One is going to be a breakfast sandwich that is fantastic. If you've ever had a McDonald's McGriddle, you will know kind of the flavor profile that I'm talking about, because what I make is a cross between a McGriddle and a McMuffin. But here's the thing, I make it a whole lot cheaper than McDonald's does, and it's really silly easy to make. So that's what I'm going to be bringing to you guys. That's the breakfast that I'm going to bring for you guys today. The other thing that I'm going to bring to you guys, or cook for you today, and this is all going to be in one video. So you're going to get a breakfast sandwich, you're going to get a baked sub that you can take with you to work. So if you prefer to make your lunches and bring those to work rather than buying a lunch at work, this baked sub is awesome. It's fantastic. It's really easy to make. You just pretty much throw it in the oven. I mean, there's not a whole lot of prep time on it. And the next thing that I'm going to be doing is a dinner for you, but I'm going to do that in the morning, and because that is a crock pot chicken and dumplings. And for the dinner, before you have the dinner, you're going to want, an hors d'oeuvre or an appetizer, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to show you guys how to make chicken foldovers. They're really super easy to make. They do not take a whole lot of time. And then I'm also going to show you how to make a dessert that is a chocolate peanut butter type dessert. And the only reason I'm not giving you a finite answer on how, what kind of thing is it a chocolate peanut butter ball? That really depends. If you make it a ball, it'll be a ball. If you make it a cup, it'll be a cup. I don't know who makes chocolate peanut butter cups. I've never heard of anybody making a chocolate peanut butter cup. But I do know how to make them, so I'll show you how to do that, and you guys will have that too. So I will be showing you how in the morning, if you give yourself about 30 minutes, I will show you how to make all the food that you will eat in that entire day, and I'll even do what I can to break the price down for you so you can see how much all of it is going to cost. At least if you are living near where I live, you would be able to know how much per day that amount of food is going to cost you. But keep in mind, you're getting a breakfast, you're getting a lunch you can take with you somewhere, or eat at home, whatever. You're getting a appetizer for dinner, and you are getting a crock-pot recipe for dinner. The awesome thing about crock-pot recipes for dinner is you make them in the morning, you turn the crock-pot on, you go to work, and you come back later. It's ready for you. It does all the cooking for you. That's fantastic. And then the last thing that I'm going to have for you is the dessert. So you're going to have all 3 meals plus desserts and appetizers for your dinner. So all of that, and I'm going to try to make it so that everything is prepared within 30 minutes. That way it's just one of those things where it's like you get up with an extra 30 minutes for your day, you make all the food, all the cooking that you're going to do for the entire day, and then you leave and you come back and everything's ready for you. And that's the fantastic part. You know what? I just realized something. Ooh, the chocolate. I'm going to come up with some alternatives, because double boiling the chocolate to melt the chocolate, that might actually throw it over a little bit extra time. You know what? That's for a different video. This is just a vlog to let you guys know that Japan may or may not be a real thing in the very near future for me. I am going to be doing some research on that. I do need to order an appraisal for the house. I need to talk to a mortgage lender. But China may be gracing me with her presence tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know if she's going to actually show up tomorrow. But I said food, and she goes, ooh. So I might see China tomorrow, which, again, later tonight. You guys might get to meet China. I don't know if she's even going to want to be filmed, but I did tell her I'm making food. She's going to be in the area anyways, so I might be graced with her presence, and if I can talk her into it, I'll try to get her to do a review of the food on camera for you guys, because the big scary guy can tell you all day long that the food is great, but until you guys have had it, who knows? So it would be awesome if I could have China come down, because I don't really know China. China is a moderator on an internet chat room, actually on a YouTube chat room. And if she comes down and says that my food is good, and I've never physically met her in person before, then I think that will convince you guys, because it won't be my buddy Nathan. Nathan's my best friend. He's never going to want to insult me, especially when he's going on camera and he knows he's on camera. But China, on the other hand, I pick on China all the time. So it would be her just desserts to eat all the food I make and then get on camera and tell me it's horrible. And you know what? Because I'm promising you guys this right now, if she gets on camera and says that it's horrible, I'm going to post that on YouTube. And I will be very, very sad. The big scary guy might cry. We'll see. I could take criticism, but that would just be horrifying or mortifying. I don't know. Anyways, good morning to you guys, YouTube, and that is a salutation. Goodbye. I will see you guys tonight when I do my cooking. Yay! I can speak. I will see you guys tonight when I do my cooking, and I will hopefully get you guys all a ton of recipes that you will, or at least 5 more recipes that you guys will really enjoy. And if you guys do, I really hope that you guys will click that like button, maybe subscribe, hang around for a little while, check it out. I am reading Audible books on my channel, so if you like Audibles, these ones are free and you background them, so it's not like it's difficult at all. As a matter of fact, I'm also even putting them in a playlist for you. You will click the Prologue Hello World video, and since it's already in a nice playlist for you, you'll just, let autoplay go, and then I will read to you in the background. Now, I know that the big scary guy's voice is not the thing of legend, it's not the thing of your dreams, it's probably more the thing of your nightmares. However, if you've got to work and you want a book to be read to you in the background, please check out my channel. Again, like and subscribe. I'm releasing stuff as often as I can. And I will totally let you guys know whether or not this Japan thing is going to happen. I really want it to happen. I just don't know if it's going to happen in 2 years like was originally planned, or if it's going to happen maybe this year, which I would love. You guys have a nice day. Goodbye.